okay, I am a Guy Ritchie fan, and randomly, there's like, oh, a new Guy Ritchie movie's dropping on Apple Plus. I'm like, well, I wouldn't ever pay for Apple Plus. I get it free for T-Mobile, so thank you, T-Mobile. But I was like, oh, Guy Ritchie, Apple Plus, John Krasinski, Natalie Portman. I'm intrigued. But, Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Fountain of Youth. What's this about? You can just tell by the title, right? They're trying to find the Fountain of Youth. There's a billionaire that really wants this water. And of course, all billionaires are bad. And of course, he's doing it for his own greed, right? And of course, we're going through multiple parts of the world, Austria, Egypt, to figure out where this Fountain of Youth is actually located. And of course, we're bringing Natalie Portman and John Krasinski, their brother and sister. We're bringing in Thomas, which is Natalie Portman's son. And also the band of, you could call them misfits, of the dad who passed away and their gang to find this fountain. And unfortunately, I'm not a fan of this movie. There's so much that's brought in from Indiana Jones, National Treasure, and Sahara, all these type of movies where you always have like 1Z, 2Z, 3Z characters doing these all shenanigans going around the world to figure stuff out. National Treasure did it so much better. Indiana Jones did it so much better. Yes, there are some very cool aspects of this movie, especially with music and connecting it to this little device in Egypt, which is pretty cool. But the movie's just too clean, it's too perfect. Everyone had perfect makeup on. It felt like no one was getting dirty. Yes, I can say I like Guy Ritchie when it comes to his antics, when it comes to gunplay, of actually having casings coming out of the guns. Like, I'm a Guy Ritchie. I like The Covenant, Lock, Stock, Snatch, Sherlock Holmes. There's plenty of movies where I'm like, the one with Infinite, it's a Henry Cavill's new movie was an R-rated one with the same Edris Gonzalez was also in it as well. But this one, it was just too perfect. Nothing went wrong in this movie. Like, of course, things went wrong with, Stanley Tucci, who was literally in this movie. He was probably on set for 1-2 days max of being this protector of the Fountain of Youth, of having this kind of organization help him. You have Interpol, and just things were so perfect at the end where no one was getting arrested. Nothing was occurring. There was no deals being made. It's like after this shenanigans ensues in Egypt, people are like, all right, let's shake hands and just go our separate ways. Like, Barry, you're like, oh, really? That's it? That's it? Yes, there's pretty cool car chases and how it was filmed in the beginning with John Krasinski and Natalie Portman. That was fun. There are some good elements to this film when it comes to the action set pieces where we're letting the action play out. Not a lot of jump cuts, good gunplay, good, hand-to-hand combat here and there. But just the overall package itself, it just felt so bland and bright and poppy and colorful. And I understand they're trying to go for that look of just having some fun going around the world. But at least with like National Treasure, at least with Indiana Jones, I felt suspense. I felt oh shit moments of like who's going to die, who's not going to die. And at least people were getting somewhat dirty in those films. Here, it was just too shiny coat. It was too just a matte gloss. It was just like such a glossy movie that I was like, where's the suspense? Where's the suspense? And there was no suspense. Even the billionaire knew how to fight people with guns. Like, it's like even the Thomas, the musical genius, knew exactly what to do when he's like, oh, 3 mushroom little things in Egypt. Boop 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 boop. Oh, that actually hurt. That hurt my throat a little bit. That was a little bit weird. Anyway, but yeah, you get what I'm getting at. It's just like they know perfectly what to do next, what to do next, what to do next, what to do next. There's nothing like, oh my god, we're done skis. At least with like National Treasure, there was Sean Bean's character where like, oh, we caught some people. Also with Henry Cavill's character? Yeah. Oh, shenanigans ensues. Like, it's not so perfect of like John Volt's character and things like that. Here, I didn't feel that suspense. I didn't feel that, the stunts. I didn't feel the what am I trying to say? The shenanigans of like, oh my god, what's about to happen to these characters? The suspense. What am I trying to look? Oh well, whatever. And also at the very end, I was hoping, because it is PG-13, right? So I was like, oh, I understand what this Fountain of Youth is going to do. Will it go in that Raiders of the Lost arc where it's like people melting and shit like that? Sure, we get it, but Steven Spielberg did it a lot better with practical effects and actually like going the extra mile to like close your eyes. Shit's about to get scary. Because I remember watching that scene when I was little in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I was fucking terrified. I remember being like, these people's faces are melting. They're melting. Here, it's a lot more CGI. I understand that. But like I said, the suspense was just gone. It was a perfectly glossy film, which I felt just like, what am I trying to look for? The word is like sacrifice. There was nothing like, oh my god, like, is Natalie Portman going to survive? Nothing on that level. So overall, Fountain of Youth, yeah, I think a lot of people could put this on and enjoy it, but this is not, for me, a repeat viewing, kind of like National Treasure. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. This is a very subpar mid Guy Ritchie films. I'm usually a Guy Ritchie stan, and so this did not do it for me whatsoever. So Fountain of Youth will receive a 2 out of 5 of Futons, which equals at 40%. So let's see the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics, 37% with 65 of them. Audience score of 42% with over 250. No critic consensus. Why can I think of that S word where it's not suspense, but it's like stakes? There was no stakes in this movie. Thank you. 40, 42, 37. Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Learn with this Bluetontopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. A great day. I'll watch this today, tomorrow, week from, month, and year. For every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And yeah, would you drink from the Fountain of Youth? I am scared of death. But could I sacrifice people I love? Probably. No. The answer is nah. Nah.